Hey guys, so don't start touching stuff now. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this video out. A lot has been really going on. I had to take a month off from trying to conceive, and I'm trying to. I went through this as a dry run on this video, how to say this very delicately, and I can't really. I'm not going to censor it. So, if you're easily offended, if you are politically correct all the time, then just stop watching the video. Don't leave me any negative comments because I'm just going to delete them and block you, and I just don't want to hear it. You can have your own idea of me or whatever the case is in the back of your mind. I really don't care. Whether you like me or whether you don't, or if you agree or if you don't agree, but I'm letting you know now, don't post it and feel the need to vocalize it with me. If you don't like my video, then go on your own channel and make a video on why you don't like me in your video, or you don't like what I had to say. Boom, there's my disclosure. So I want to say this very bluntly because there's really no sugarcoating it. I went through a hiatus with my son's father. He decided that he didn't want to contribute last month anymore, and I have been really callous about it, really frustrated with that, because per our original agreement 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago, when we started this, the only reason why I connected with him in the first place was because I wanted a child, potentially two. After I got pregnant with William, after I finally got pregnant with William, I told him, either I need to know if we're going to continue this relationship for another child or what. Because if you want to stop and end it, that's fine. If you want to continue, then continue with me. So he's like, yes, you know, that's fine. I love you, yada, 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 whatever. So we continue. So last month, I don't, I know he's going through his own issues. He's got, he's trying to start his own business, and he's doing this and yada, 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 yada. Okay, I understand. Everyone's got little hiccups in life. That's great. Whatever. I understand. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't directly affect me. Indirectly, it affects me because indirectly it affects him, which directly affects me. So, when he abruptly told me last cycle, mind you, 2 days before my ovulation, he said he didn't want to continue anymore. I was upset. I was very upset because it was such a short window for me to come up with a backup plan. And I don't want to say every cycle is, for me, and for a lot of us, every cycle is important. I don't like missing cycles because I feel like in the back of my mind, that could have been the cycle that I could have conceived. So yes, I was really upset that I missed that cycle. And I had to step back and reevaluate, okay, where are you going? How important is this for you? I want another sibling for William. I want another sibling within his age bracket. Now he does have an 18-year-old sister and a 16-year-old sister and a 16-year-old brother, and that's great, but they are making plans to do their own thing. Navy, I think my son wants to go off to the Navy. I have the 18-year-olds in college, and she's thinking about moving out. So they're siblings, and they're brothers and sisters, but they're kind of on their way out. So he's going to be the only child in my household. So, I want another one, and I want another one soon because I don't want to have to continue this trying to conceive journey. This has been a very, very stressful part in my adult life that I kind of am ready to close. So that's the urgency that I have, plus the fact that I am still getting older and I just don't have time to wait. I feel that I don't have time to wait. So I gave him an ultimatum, and it was a very, very harsh ultimatum. He could either continue with his original promise, which was to give me a sibling for William, potentially. At first, it was a girl, but I know you can't really promise me a girl, but I took it literally, like, until we get the girl and your promise isn't fulfilled type thing. And that's immaturity on my part, and I don't care. So I'm holding them to that. You promised me a girl. So yeah, I gave him that ultimatum: either continue and give me the second child and keep me as a very passive baby mama, or piss me off and make me a very bitter baby mama. And I'm not talking about slashing tires or harassing you at your job, because that's too much energy and I don't feel like doing all that. What I mean is making it difficult for you to enjoy your life. Yes, I will definitely exert some energy into doing that until I'm over it. So as time went on with that ultimatum, I gave him 48 hours. I said, think about it. You have 48 hours to come to your decision, because I feel that that's all the time that I had to make preparations for the next cycle, which would have been this cycle. I said, think about it. You have 48 hours to figure it out. I'm not a demanding person. I don't ask that you contribute financially to. I don't really ask for you to do anything except be around certain times of the month. Your relationship with William is based on how you want to do it and how you want to continue it. And if you want a relationship with him, then that's up to you. I have a relationship with my son. You can't have this. I guess you can. Here, honey. Here. There you go. All right. So that was the ultimatum that I gave him. And I said 48 hours, and then I gave him a text and said, nope, you have 24 hours, because I need to know what I'm going to do. And in that time, I had to sit back and really meditate on how important is this to me. At this point, I'm not letting anyone, baby daddy, doctors, friends, children, mom, tell me that I should not do this again. And everyone has their opinions, because I almost lost my life with William. So I'm not getting the support that I thought I was going to get. And I'm fine with that. It's something that I want. I'm fine with continuing this without anyone's support, emotional support. So after I did, and I kind of knew in the back of my mind that it's not going to be over. I'm not going to use another live donor, or a live person, or try to connect with someone on a physical level. That's it. That's all it is for me. It's really purely just a physical thing, because emotionally I am spent. I've put in too much energy, too much emotional energy into relationships. That part of me is dead when it comes to relationships. I have empathy to a certain extent, but that whole I love you, cuddly, let's do this, giggle high school thing, that part of me is callous, dead, in the ground, cold, buried. It's done. I am a very logical, realistic person at this point. And when I look at things, mathematically, if that makes sense. I'm constantly doing percentages in my heads. What's the percentage of this happening and stuff like that. So I'm a very statistical individual. Okay. So, needless to say, when I gave him that ultimatum, he changed his mind or came around or whatever the case was, but he was like, he's sorry, yada, 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 yada. We can go ahead and do it this cycle, and I will continue to do this cycle with you until you get pregnant, and then we can come to new terms, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with basically drawing up a new contract, because this is how basic this relationship, guys, is. It's no lie. Seriously, it's a very basic, primal physical relationship. Now he tosses around "I love yous" like they're candy, but unfortunately I don't return them, because that word for me is really deep, and it's not a word I throw around easily. Just like I don't throw around the word hate easily. I don't use those two words very frequently in my vocabulary. So when I say it, I mean it. And if I don't say it, then I don't mean it. So that's where I was at. I did have a plan B and C and D, and I'm not really going to go into those plans, but I did have backup plans in place in case it would happen again this cycle. So there. So that's where I've been, and I really needed some downtime. I needed some alone time, and I'm fine with my decision. I'm fine with the way I said it. I renege on nothing that I said to him or how I said it. Should I have sweetened it up a little bit? I could have, but it would have still been the same, and I kind of wanted it to be raw and precise without any confusion, no gray area, black and white. That's it. Are we understood? Are we clear? And I made myself clear. Hopefully he understood it. He says he understood it, but we had this conversation before too. So, all right, so that's the end of that part. I continued to take the serapeptase, which is one thing that I am doing this cycle that is different from last cycle. Actually, last cycle I started taking it, but I missed last cycle, so whatever. The cycle before that. So I am taking the serapeptase. I am taking the bromelain enzymes to also help with implantation. I am taking the estrogen, which I showed you guys I have taken. I am continuing to take. And I took soy isoflavones along with the estrogen on cycle days 5 through 9 this time. I am still doing the DHEA, 100 milligrams. My son just turned on the TV. William, turn that off, please. Turn it off. Turn it off, honey. Okay. Well, guys, you're going to have to... 1 second. Get a book. Oh, okay. So, the DHEA, and I'm doing the no, don't turn that back on. The coenzymes. I'm also doing those, and I'm doing my prenatals. No, don't touch the TV. So, yes, I went to the Chinese gender calendar, and it predicted that if I do conceive this cycle, it would potentially be a girl, which would be a good thing. But at this point, I don't really care. Like I don't even care a little bit. It's like kind of a ting in the back of my mind, but I kind of just want to get this infertility out of the way. I kind of want to just conceive another child, and be happy. Come, give me that. Give it here, William. Give it here. Come on. Yeah, you see how that works? It doesn't work. That's where I keep my baggies in. All my supplements I keep in like a little reusable plastic baggie thing. So I don't like it, and I always keep it in my purse, so I'm always having to watch that because he can unzip my purse. Okay, so yes, I don't really care if it's a boy or a girl. And I'm also taking the baby aspirin. So this cycle, what I am doing is concentrating more on doing the do after ovulation or after I get the positive OPK instead of focusing on before I get the positive OPK. We'll see. I got the positive OPK yesterday. It turned positive. I want to say I tested it about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it came up positive. And your girl called him up at 1:34 in the morning and was like, "What's up? What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm sleeping." I'm like, "Well, get up, get dressed, and I'm coming over there to come pick you up, and I'm bringing you over here." So there's no reasons. Like, I'm not even asking you to drive over here at 1:30 in the morning. I'm coming to pick you up. You coming at 1:30 in the morning? Yes. 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 I am coming over to your house at 1:30 in the morning. No. William was already up because I used the bathroom. He was already up. So I'm like, your son's already up, and we're going to be driving late. And I'll be over there. Be up, be ready. So he got up, he got ready, and it was kind of a sigh of relief. So I could I knew that I would get that in. You know, like it was so nerve-wracking last cycle with even knowing the whole I'm not type thing, that having that reassurance and having access to him here. Yes, and he was sick. And he's like, I'm so sick. And I'm like, I just want to have sex. I don't want to kiss you. And I said it harsher. You can be sick. I don't care. I don't want to kiss. I just want to have sex. So you can be sick over here. I'll make you some chicken noodle soup. What do you want? Some tea? I got that. I got some ginger. You want some ginger in your tea? Got some fresh ginger here. Some lemon slices. Here you go. Some peppermint. Throw some peppermint in there. Take a NyQuil. Go to sleep. Nope. Can't take the NyQuil. So after. So yeah. I got them all after I got the goods or whatever. I like kind of got all doped up on sleep stuff, and he went to sleep and he snores. I love not. I really like my life the way it is. I enjoy my life the way it is. I mean, I enjoy him. He's a great guy. But I also enjoy sleeping by myself every night. He was snoring up a storm. Oh my gosh. And it was like this sick, congested sleep. I'm like, oh. Then he's like, well, do you want me to stay till Monday? And I'm like, oh my God, no. And I'm thinking, well, Jesus, if he stays till Monday, then you can have sex with him every day. And you're covered. Then you're covered. You don't have to worry about this for another 30 days. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, that'll be great. I'd love to have you over here till Monday. Yeah, I so love that. Yeah. Still fought over like 4 tubs of laundry. I'm like, I hope you have your own laundry soap, dude. And my washer and dryer have been going nonstop since 6 o'clock this morning. I'm like, I'm not folding anything. I'm not folding your clothes. I'm not taking them out the washer and putting them in the dryer. Like, that's all you do. That's all you. And I'm checking my lint here to make sure this dude doesn't have roaches in his house. I haven't been in his apartment in like months. I'm like, did he have roaches? Did you check the drawer? I don't think he had roaches, because if he had roaches, you would have made a note of that. Dude's got roaches, but he doesn't. So I'm checking the laundry lint thing. I'm like, oh my God, Tasha, if you see a roach in your lint dryer, I am throwing all his stuff outside. I am overly paranoid, and I overanalyze all the time, guys. So, yeah. So, and then he has to use the car. So, I really enjoy being by myself. I enjoy the being by myself. I can't say it any other way. This just confirms why I don't really see it. Maybe if I'm like in my 60s, I'm in my 40s now. I don't think it'll happen in the next 10 years. Maybe in my 60s, I could see wanting to develop a relationship with someone full-time, all-in type thing. Sharing the same bed and all that great stuff. But at this point in my life, yeah, I am all relationship out. I don't see that happening. Yeah. And my kids came down, they're like, who is that on the couch? I'm like, y'all stop playing. You know that's William's dad. You know who that is. Like, oh my God, I didn't even recognize him. Why is he here? He wants to see his son. I told the kids I stopped trying to conceive, so I didn't want to tell them, like, we're having sex. Because they know, like, oh, you're trying to get pregnant again. So I had to kind of play that off. Like, he wanted to see his son. Like, he wanted to see William. So he stayed the night. I'm like, yeah. I mean, is that fine with you? Is that okay with you guys? I got like teenage kids. So yeah, I come at them sometimes like that. Like, is that okay with you? I mean, I'm sorry, because you're paying the bills here. So, I mean, you actually have a say in who comes in and out my house, regardless of who they are. I don't have to explain anything to you. But I do it because it is their home and they should have a right to what happens. But when it comes to William's dad, they really can't say anything. Like, if your dad came over, I'd have him, he'd be sleeping on the couch too. Like, he'd come over, he'd sleep on the couch, you know, do whatever. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I know that was pretty long-winded. This video is going into 21 minutes, but I made like so many other videos, and I was trying to explain this, and it came out harsh, and I'm pretty sure it's still, you're not having any more candy. I'm pretty sure it still came out a little abrasive, but you know what? I'm not going to doctor it up anymore. It is what it is. I'm not saying anything that he doesn't already know. I don't lie. And my videos are unedited, so it is what it is. So that's where I'm at. I am in the race this month, so yeah, I think that's it. I covered everything. I'm hoping that because I got the positive OPK yesterday, I'm hoping that I'll ovulate Sunday. So he's here till Monday, so I'm covered all days. I'm covered. I'm covered for Saturday. I'll get another one in later on today or tomorrow, and then again on Monday morning before he has to leave. I think he's leaving super early Monday morning or something like that. I'm covered. I feel good about it. So hopefully this is a cycle. Hoping it all works out. I want to say thank you to all my new subbies. I can't even really explain why my videos are getting further and further apart, other than I am emotionally dealing with things that it just makes it hard for me to. There you go. There's William. It's making it hard to make videos on a regular basis. But I will try to improve on that. I will do a William update in a separate video because I'm running out of time on this one. Here, you want some M&Ms? Yes. Here. You will shove all those M&Ms in his mouth like a little pack rat. Won't you? Like he's sharing, like he's got like 5 other brothers or sisters or something. He's got to shove everything in his mouth because he's worried about someone taking it off this plate. Know why he feels like that. All right, guys. So that's my video. That's where I'm at. Thank you to all my new subbies. Thank you for hanging in there. And for people that are still following me, thank you for following me. If you didn't like this video and it wasn't your cup of tea, duly noted. You can give it a thumbs down. I'm cool with that. You know, any negative comments, really, I will delete. Just I don't have time to look at them because it's this journey is frustrating enough. I don't need to hear anything else negative, especially on YouTube when I hear it in my real life already. All right, guys, take it easy. Baby dust to everyone this cycle out there. Enjoy the warm weather wherever you are, or the cold weather, because we're up here in upstate New York and it is nice and cold and warm and toasty on the insides. Mama's got the heat like we're in Florida. We live in like we're like the Rockefellers up here because the heat's up to like 90. You can walk around in your undies and you still be warm and still be hot. I don't care. I'm cheap everywhere else, but when it comes to my heat, I'm turning it up. I don't care. All right, guys, that is the video. Bye. Say bye-bye, William. Say Say bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.